You're watching the CWPA broadcast brought to you by Cap 7.
We have been waiting the return of this event since November 10th, 2019. It's the 2021 Winter MAWPC West Championship Tournament hosted by the Hallman Aquatics Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. Our first of 6 games on this Saturday, February the 27th, 2021, features top-seeded McKendree and 5th-seeded Washington and Jefferson in Bracket A play. McKendree 4-0, W&J 0-4. The Bearcats of McKendree, Lebanon, Illinois, have won 9 straight regular season conference games, while W&J enters on a 9-game regular season conference slide. 2 teams out of the 6 from this division would move on to next weekend's MAWPC Championship Tournament at the Naval Academy. Which 2 will it be? Find out when we have water polo action here in Erie, coming up on CWPATV.com.
Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning steak, burning wheels, turning this going thing.
You're watching a CWPA network broadcast of the 2021 Winter MAWPC West Championship Tournament hosted by Mercyhurst University at the David M. Hallman Aquatics Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. Our broadcast is brought to you by the Cap 7 International and the Collegiate Water Polo Association. And we welcome you to Hallman Aquatics Center. Scott Samuel David Weiss here. It's Saturday, February 27, 2021 for the Winter 2021 MAWPC West Championship Tournament. 6 teams enter. Only 2 would advance to the March 6th to 7th MAWPC Championship Tournament hosted by the Naval Academy. Our first game up, ladies and gentlemen, features in the dark caps the top seed McKendree Bearcats of Lebanon, Illinois, and in the white caps the Washington and Jefferson Presidents, the 5 seed from Washington, Pennsylvania. Bearcats coached by third-year skipper Colleen Lishley, while the Presidents coached by Nikola Molezanov, and these 2 squads are in a completely different direction. McKendree, in its 4th varsity year, the 2018 MAWPC West Tournament champ, 4-0, winning its first ever regular season conference title, which includes a signature 13-11 win over Gannon back on February 13th, which actually, believe it or not, was Gannon's first regular season conference loss as a member of the MAWPC West, which started in 2016, snapping Gannon's 29-game regular season conference streak. Meanwhile, Washington and Jefferson at 0-4, the 5th seed, got the 5 seed instead of the 6 because Salem played fewer games, and it had to do with tiebreakers and had to do with goal differentials against common opponents. The officials for this tournament ahead is Andre St. Omer Roy, joined by Igor Murnenko, Jason Grubb, and Elijah Fellers. McKendree in dark going left to right, and W&J in white right to left. The other member of Bracket A is Mercyhurst, the 4 seed. Now we're going to have the opening sprint won by the Presidents of W&J. W&J coming off of a 13-10 loss to Gannon here at Hallman last weekend. W&J scored 6 of the 7 final goals of the game. And it'll be pushed off. Now will be McKendree's first offensive possession. We'll have 4 8-minute regulation quarters. Bearcats are led by Matthew Haygood. Skip shot and a boom! And it's 1-0 Bearcats. Matthew Haygood, 19 goals. And take a look on the replay. Goalie trying to anticipate and could not budge. Good start. And it's a goal by Matthew Haygood, his 20th of the season. Haygood and teammate Nico Rodriguez a couple weeks ago shared co-player of the week honors in the MAWPC. So about 7:15 to go in the first period. McKendree and Dark 1, Washington, Jefferson, and White 0. Lost the handle on the ball, and McKendree will get it back. McKendree trying to win its second conference title in 3 years. And it's another goal that was closer to the cage. Abraham Allen getting it. And look at Allen. There was a bit of a hesitation by the keeper. Tried to put his hand up and no luck. So a goal for Allen, the senior from Webster Groves, Michigan, to make it 2-0. McKendree. Bearcats lead the all-time series 5-0. In a regular season matchup this weekend, a couple of weekends ago in Morgantown, West Virginia, Bearcats got the best of W&J, 24-6. 6 on the shot clock. An easy pickings there for Ori Scanlon, who was the MAWPC West Championship Tournament MVP in 2018 when the Bearcats, as a 4 seed, won the championship crown. Will be a violation on the Bearcats' possession W&J. These teams will be in action later on today as well. Unlike years past, instead of win and you move on to the semifinals, lose and you go to consolations, it's bracket play. 3 teams in 2 brackets apiece, since there are only 6 teams total. Backhanded! Oh, beautiful finish. 2-1 now. Look at this. From the point, whoop! Chris Edwards. That is not an easy shot. His first of the game, and the Presidents are within 1 with 5:45 to go in the first. You'll notice as the game progresses, the teams will probably stay on the same ends the entire game. That is new for this season due to health and safety protocol. I think there may have been an equipment malfunction. So far, 2 shots apiece for each team. Chris Edwards scoring for Washington and Jefferson, Abraham Allen, and Matthew Haygood getting the goals for McKendree. Now McKendree on the attack. Good pressure. It'll be an ordinary foul. McKendree lost the 2019 MAWPC West title game. Another skipper and a score for McKendree. The lead's back to 2. 3-1 now. Oh, that is gorgeous. Using the skip shot. That is tricky. Andrew Serrano getting his first of the game on that. And that was with 5:34 to go. in the first period of play. Good block by Scanlon, the 2018 MAWPC West Championship Tournament MVP, helping lead the Bearcats to its first and only conference championship tournament title. It was a 13-12 first place game win over Salem. We have a first exclusion in the game, didn't last long. McKendree still piling up the points. That was a quick reaction. Skipped to the right side. The exclusion was against Robert Nino, his first. He gets two more. He will not be welcomed back. Andrew Serrano with his second, this time on the man advantage. And the lead is now back to 2 on another skip goal. This time by Washington and Jefferson as Scanlon a little late. Andrew Edwards, the sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, with the goal for Washington and Jefferson with 4:57 to go. W&J all time in this tournament, 5-7. McKendree, meanwhile, 7-2 in the championship event. This is McKendree's 4th full season as varsity. It started in 2016, though. Trying to go for lob over the end line. It will be a 2-meter quarter for the Presidents. 5 shots for the Presidents compared to 4 for McKendree. And it's no guarantee if you're the top seed that you would win in 2 of the 4 MAWPC championship tournaments of the past. Twice has the top seed won it all, and twice has the 4 seed knocked off the top seed in the semifinals and then go on to win gold. McKendree was the 4 seed 2 seasons ago. We'll remember McKendree going left to right, skip shot, and the skip shot is the go-to shot right now. McKendree with another tally. Good job by W&J not using both hands on the ball, because that would have been another foul. And Andrew Serrano, how about him? His 3rd goal of the game to make it now 5-2 with 4:12 to go in the first period of play here in Game 1 of the Winter 2021 MAWPC West Varsity Championship. Confiscated on the dribble now. Here comes Michael Rojas, trying to set up for the hole. Keeper way out in front. Now, good transition for the Presidents. Oh, what a scoop and pounce. 5-3 now. This is a gorgeous finish. There's a wide opening on the right, like a volleyball spike. Robert Nino putting it in the back of the net with Andrew Edwards, credited with the assist. Nino not too long ago had an exclusion foul, so way to make it up. With under 3:40 to go in the first quarter, McKendree and Dark 5, Washington, Jefferson, and White 3. McKendree able to respond after the Nino tally, and it's Josh Carlson getting in on the action, his first. So Carlson makes it now 6-3 Bearcats. And with about 3.5 minutes to go in the first, we've already had 9 tallies. Scoring seems to be a bit higher in the Winter 2021 season compared to seasons of past. Might have to do with the institution of the 6-meter area. In the past we've been accustomed for 2-meter and 5-meter. We also have 6-meter now. Now at the point, looks like the cap is off. Shot clock though still winding down. McKendree trying to find room. That is off the post. Tristan Clue unlucky that time. Shot clock reset. And turned away now by the Bearcats. McKendree now in good position for more. Set up inside. Doinks it over the head of the keeper, and McKendree leads it now 7-3. Looked like it was going to sail a little wide over his head and over the outstretched arm to make it 7-3, McKendree. Tristan Clue with his first of the game, depositing the shot. Now in the 24-6 win by McKendree over Washington Jefferson at Milan Park in Morgantown, West Virginia on February 13th, more than 10 players found the net for McKendree. So Colleen Wishley has a lot of options. Here's Noah Slack, the junior, with it for the Bearcats. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Looks like offsides is the call. So Andrew Serrano leading all scorers right now with 3 goals for McKendree. W&J has that one picked off at the hole by the Bearcats. Presidents now need to be keen on defense. Set up inside, and there's the finish. 8-3 now in favor of the McKendree Bearcats. Matthew Haygood with 1:33 to go. And here is his good assist from Michael Rojas. Matthew Haygood, I believe, was the rookie of the MAWPC West tournament in 2018. And boy, right now he is a prime candidate to be the Winter 2021 MAWPC West Player of the Year. So 8-3. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. WJ right now having trouble answering the bell. Set up to the 4 position. Now to the far side. In enemy territory. Presidents have that one gobbled up by Ori Scanlon, the senior from Orlando, with the outlet already inside enemy territory. Trying to get the lob. Second effort is good. McKendree 9. Presidents 3. And Tristan Clue dents the twine for his second. With a little help from Noah Slack. Beautiful finish. Score 9-3. And McKendree has scored 10 or more goals in 24 consecutive games. Next goal would make it 25 in a row with double figures. W&J will be in its first 6-on-5, but not for long. Scanlon able to pick up the loose change. Sam Guffey charged with his first exclusion foul. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will result in a 5-meter free throw. McKendree trying to get 10 in the first. With one president defending each side. David Boyer got called out by the official for his first exclusion foul. Skip shot and a bang! McKendree has 10 already. Take a look here. Well, thought about it, but whoop. Abraham Allen with his second. This time on the free throw. Shot clock unplugged with 23 seconds now. Goalies are allowed to cross the half-distance line, they can act as an extra attacker. There'll be another kick out. So the second power play opportunity for the Presidents as the shot clock is unplugged. Skip did it cross the plane? It might be a jump ball. Noah Slack, the guilty party for McKendree, or an exclusion. Less than 10 seconds left in the first. 10-3. Bearcats in dark over the Washington Jefferson Presidents in white. McKendree trying to make it the third straight MAWPC West Championship Tournament with a win in its opening game. Lost its initial game in its 2017 appearance before getting 2 wins to end the tournament on a high note, and that will do it for the first period of play, ladies and gentlemen. 10 goals for McKendree, including 3 from Andrew Serrano, 2 from Tristan Clue, 2 from Matthew Haygood, 2 from Abraham Allen and Josh Carlson, and 3 for Washington Jefferson, Chris Edwards, Robert Nino, and Andrew Edwards. 7-goal lead for the 2021 regular season winter champs, McKendree. The Bearcats will look for more when we come back.
Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo. Do you want to improve your game? Everyone should have a Cap 7 ball to improve their ball handling skills. If you really want to improve your game, you've got to have a couple water polo balls in your house. Everywhere I go, I'm kicking around the ball, spinning it in my fingers, playing with it, kicking it. It's a lot of fun. Get one and take your ball handling skills to a new level.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the second quarter of play. Be sure to check out our new CWPA Remote Series, Professional Edition, on the CWPA YouTube channel. We have Olympian George Gross Jr. interviewing water polo alumni from a variety of schools and a variety of professions. We take a look at how water polo helped them in college and beyond. New episodes come out every week on Thursday. Be sure to like and subscribe. McKendree in dark 10, Washington Jefferson the 5, seed 3. McKendree had 10 goals on 11 shots for a 90.9 clip. W&J 3 goals on 8 shots for a .375 clip, 2 exclusions apiece. W&J was 0 and 2 on the power play. McKendree capitalized on its lone power play. 1 penalty foul for the Presidents. McKendree capitalized on that. So the leading scorer in this game so far is Andrew Serrano, number 18 in dark, with 3. Tristan Clue, Matt Haygood, and Abraham Allen also have 2 goals apiece. Ori Scanlon has made 3 saves. You see there Washington and Jefferson getting ready to go out on the attack, so is McKendree. McKendree in 2019 lost the MAWPC West title game 15-14 in overtime. In fact, basically lost that with 3 seconds left in overtime as Drago Marjanovic of Gannon stole the ball from the half-distance line and was able to get a lob over Scanlon. Where is Scanlon? So McKendree now back with the ball to begin the second period. 10-3 lead. Going left to right in dark, trying to set up. Looks like we're going to have a 5-meter free throw. So it looks like there was a block in the hole. McKendree really aggressive in this one, and that's why McKendree, if it should get 2 wins today would be a tough out for the 6 MAWPC E squads next weekend. Skip shot. Bang, bang. 11-3 now. Capitalized by Ethan Kochel, the freshman. Look at Kochel. He was poised, thought about it. Looked like it was going to turn left, but spun right. And it's now 11-3. In favor of McKendree. 25 straight games with at least 10 goals. Now, Presidents looking to bounce back, but that is wide and out of play. Scanlon have the goal throw. In the regular season matchup, the 24-6 McKendree went over W&J a couple of weekends ago. Jimmy Cronin relieved Scanlon in the second half. Cronin is a freshman, so we'll see if he'll come in later. Bounced off the keeper's palm. Past the plane. The unfortunate bounce gives McKendree a 12-3 advantage. Look at that. Looked like it was going to spin forward, but went back. Yikes. 12-3 now. Or wasn't it? I don't think it counted. We'll see. And we'll reset. According to statistics, didn't count it. Might have been after the fact. So 11-3 to our knowledge. McKendree will be on the power play. WJ guilty on that call. Set up to the 1. Now at the point, egg beater motion, another dry pass. Takes it. Now the 2 meters. And that is out of play. We'll throw for Washington and Jefferson as Noah Slack. Let that go. So the score is 11-3. With under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Skip shot off the cage. We'll throw for Scanlon. Later on today, McKendree and Washington and Jefferson each face Mercyhurst, 2-3 on the season. Finished 4th in the MAWPC West. The Lakers, winners of 2 straight, which include the Presidents. That was after the whistle, so will be power play opportunity for McKendree. McKendree started out in 2016, not as a full-fledged varsity member, coached by Greg M.D. Sadly passed away February 4th of this year. Good catch and pounce. That's a goal. 12-3 is the score now. Matthew Haygood with his third. His first of the second quarter. Good reaction there for Haygood, but not a good reaction for the keeper. And now the score is 12-3. 5:12 to go in the second. 10 in the first, 2 in the second for McKendree. 3 in the first, 0 in the second for W&J. 12 of 14 shots by the Bearcats were scores. .857 shooting percentage. 2 of 4 in the power play. 2 of 2 on penalty shots. That will win you games. That was a wide open net. Good job there for Washington Jefferson. get out in front. That looked like a surefire goal. And a push off. So McKendree back on the attack, going left to right in dark. Couple of players for the Bearcats have 3 apiece. We're going to have another 5-meter. And McKendree keeps doing this. Beware, opponents. Won't be easy. That is denied by the post. And that's the first of 3 penalty shots missed. Shishiwo Ma is the believed scorekeeper for W&J. And if it's Ma, having some difficulty right now. Five seconds left in the power play. We'll go out of play. Scanlon will have the goal throw. But it will actually be a corner for the Presidents. Fresh 30. Do not see too many shot clock violations this season. And of course, not only do you want to be the top 2 in this conference tournament, you also would like to advance and win the MAWPC championship next weekend to qualify for the 2021 winter NCAA championship tournament, which would be hosted by the University of Southern California, a change from the original host Stanford due to coronavirus concerns. So there'll be 3 automatic qualifiers. 3 would be at large. 2 teams will automatically make the championship bracket, but for the 4 others, we'll have to play in to see to determine which of those 2 teams would face the top 2. Now, on the attack, McKendree, Bearcats, Ma out in front. Now from the point, beautiful! That is from the range. 13-3. Nico Rodriguez with an assist from Josh Carlson. Rodriguez first to make it a 10-goal edge with 2:58 to play in the first half. 10 in the first, 3 in the second. 5th seeded Washington and Jefferson, 3 in the first, nothing doing in the second. 4-game losing streak for the Presidents, 4-game win streak for McKendree. Launched past Scanlon, and W&J is back on the board. Take a look at the ball going to the ground and then takes an immediate shot. Ooh, that had some sizzle past Scanlon. That's Ryan Bannon getting his first of the game. The one player we haven't heard from yet in this game, and not a couple of weekends, is Will Kitch, who was second team all-conference last season. He hasn't scored in back-to-back games for the Presidents. Another power play for McKendree here. We're trying to get another one on the 6 and 5. Wet pass fakes. Now on the right side. And finishes strong. 14 already for McKendree. Jesus Osoria. Java Osoria, he goes by. Makes it now 14-4. McKendree. And Java Osorio, the senior from San Bernardino, California, puts the lead back to 14 with 2:16 to go. Winner of this game would be 1-0 in Bracket A. Loser would be 0-1. Set up inside. There's an opening. Goes over the head instead of Scanlon. Notched in Jefferson. Just within 9. 1, 2, 3. And Will Kitch scores for the first time in 3 games. Just talked about him. Led the team with at least 35 goals last year as a sophomore. And the junior from Monton, PA, gets his first tally. He did not score, I believe, in last weekend's 2 losses to Mercyhurst and Gannon, respectively. Set up inside. And McKendree's still not done. Now it's 15-5. Look at this, backing up, but not backing away. 15-5 is your score with a minute and 36 left in the second. Andrew Serrano, for the 4th time, makes a deposit. The offensive foul called in W&J, dribbling left to right now. The Bearcats. The lob hits the top of the post, though. Ava Osorio had to steal. Residents now set up inside and beat Scanlon. That's 3 goals in a little time now. And take a look at this. Set up for the hole. And Scanlon wasn't completely ready. Andrew Edwards with his 2nd goal. A sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. It's 15-6 now. Back to a 9-goal edge for the Bearcats in dark. 15 of 20 shots. Now make it 16 of 21 have gone past the plane for McKendree. Nico Rodriguez dents the twine that time for his 2nd score. 10 in the first, 6 in the second for McKendree. 58 seconds left in the first half. 16-6. Washington Jefferson now going right to left. And McKendree, in its previous 3 wins, not only scored double figures, but also had given up double figures. McKendree has not played 4 straight games where it won, in which it scored double figures and gave up double figures. And it looks like Nikola Malezinov wants to talk it over with 37 seconds to go in the first half of play. 10 in the first, 6 in the second for McKendree, 3 in the first, 3 in the second for the Presidents. Rodriguez has 2 in the game, 2 in this quarter. Serrano, Haygood, Javo Soria, and Ethan Kotchel also have scores in the quarter from McKendree. Kitch, Bannon, and Andrew Edwards scored for W&J in this second. So at 11:15 a.m. Eastern will be our second game of the tournament. It would be the 2nd seed Gannon against 6th-seeded Salem. Gannon, in each of the previous 4 MAWPC West Championship tournaments, have been the top seed. So it's new territory for Gannon and Shane Unger's squad. They'll look to right the ship against Robert Bullion's Tigers, if I'm not mistaken. Peter Leontijevic for Salem has 98 career goals. He did not score in the 20-7 loss to Mercyhurst on February the 20th. Leontijevic looking to become the 13th member of Salem's 100-goal club. So now out of the timeout, out of play. Missing the power play there. Goal throw for Scanlon. It's now 0-3 in the power play. Takes a shot, out of play. 10 seconds left. Watching Jefferson trying to get one last look. We'll take it now, blocked in the field, and that will do it for the first half of play. McKendree leads this one by a score of 16-6 over Washington and Jefferson. 22 shots on goal, 16 have gone past the plane for McKendree for a 727 shooting clip, a 5 free shooting clip for the Presidents on 17 shots, 8 exclusion fouls on W&J, 3 on McKendree. Presidents 0-3 in the power play, 3-5 for McKendree. 3 penalty fouls by the Presidents, and the Bearcats capitalized on 2 of them. And leading the charge for McKendree, Andrew Serrano with 4, Matthew Haygood has 3, Nico Rodriguez 2, Abraham Allen 2, Carlson, Kotchel, Chavo Osorio have solo tallies, and Tristan Clue in the first quarter had a pair as well. For W&J, Andrew Edwards has 2, Ryan Bannon, Robert Nino, Chris Edwards, and Will Kitch have 1 apiece. So it is halftime here at the Hallman Aquatics Center. We'll be back for more of Game 1 in the winter 2021 MAWPC West Championship Tournament at Hallman Aquatics Center. Stick around.
Cap 7 is a small company that started out of the back of our garages, and we were doing clinics and camps around the country. We pride ourselves as a company with Cap 7 and Turbo to sponsor as much and give back to the sport as much as we can. Last year we gave over $250,000 back to the sport, and all our products are built by water polo players and for water polo players.
The Alumni Initiative is an important program established by the CWPA. We're asking graduating seniors to get involved after their collegiate seasons are over by either becoming a referee, mentor, coach, or financial supporter. By engaging our alumni after graduation, we can add programs, make playing more fun, and reduce participation costs. If you or someone you know is interested, make sure to contact the CWPA office at 610-277-6787 or send an email to office@collegiatewaterpolo.org. 1/2 in the books here in Game 1 of 9 games of this Winter 2021 tournament. It is top-seeded McKendree 16, 5th-seeded Washington and Jefferson 6, and McKendree went off and running in the first 8 minutes, led 10-3. Abraham Allen is one of a handful of McKendree Bearcats. He has a pair with multiple goals. Also, Nico Rodriguez has a pair, Tristan Crew has a player, Andrew Serrano has 4, Matthew Haygood has 3, Chris Edwards leads the way for W&J with 2, and 4 other Presidents have 1 apiece. So the winner of this game would improve to 1-0 in bracket A. The other team would be 0-1. These teams would face Mercyhurst later on. There you see the Presidents, which will head right to left again in white. McKendree in dark, left to right. In third quarters this season, McKendree has outscored the opposition 20-9. W&J, meanwhile, looks like has scored 10 and given up 18. Second half is usually when W&J likes to make some noise. In W&J's 13-10 loss to Gannon on February 20th here at Hallman Aquatics Center, scored 6 of the game's 7 goals to finish, the final 7 goals to finish the contest. By the way, the Presidents have now conceded 10 or more goals in 5 straight games. At one point in the 2019 season, the Presidents yielded double figures 14 straight times. The Nikola Molezhnov squad having some issues, holding back on defense. So Pool A, Bracket A, features top seed McKendree, 4 seed Mercyhurst, which was 2-3 in the regular season, and 5 seed W&J, which was 0-4. One of 2 teams without a conference win, which counted. Salem was 0-3, but it had to do with tiebreakers. Bracket B has 2 seed Gannon, 3 seed Mount St. Mary's, and 6 seed Salem. Mount St. Mary's first year varsity program, coached by Alyssa Diacono, graduate of San Diego State University, had a bunch of goals for the Aztecs. Not only that, but each of the previous 2 school years had been a grad assistant to Curtis Robinette at Mercyhurst, so she has some experience toting the sidelines here in Erie. Mount St. Mary's has potential MAWPS Rookie of the Year candidate Jason O'Donnell, a freshman out of Beaconsfield, Quebec. 31 goals in 5 games. I believe has a couple of 8-goal performances. Including 8 in the 22-12 regular season loss to this McKendree squad. Might be a bit of an issue here with the scoreboard. In terms of exclusion fouls, Noah Slack has 2 for McKendree. A couple players have 2 exclusions for W&J. David Boyer, Tyler Francis, Mitchell Rubio. Now the officials will be ready. Washington, Jefferson, and white going right to left. McKendree Bearcats in dark left to right. W&J controls the sprint. In 2017, W&J had 1 win total. It's been a building block experience for Nikola Molezhnov. 3 in the first, 3 in the second for W&J, confiscated by McKendree. McKendree 10 in the first, 6 in the second, looking for more, and they'll get more. Bearcats not done yet. And take a look at the sequence. Did not take long to launch that one. It's Tristan Klug for the 3rd time. Klug doesn't get on the score sheet a lot, but when these players are alive and well, watch out. Now trying to get the response, and the Presidents do finish it off. Did not take long to get one back. And that was to the right side of the cage and through. 17-7 now. Chris Edwards for the 2nd time on the board. And that was 17 seconds after the Tristan Klug goal by McKendree that the Presidents of Washington, Pennsylvania got on. McKendree still shooting at a 73.9% clip. Now McKendree, and that one partially blocked and taken away in the field by the Presidents, now dribbling right to left on the far side. It will remain with the Presidents. McKendree coming off of a 17-11 regular season finale win over Mercyhurst a couple weekends ago. McKendree later today will have to take on a hungry Lakers squad. Be a 6-on-5 here for the Presidents, but short-lived. Presidents can't capitalize on the man advantage today. Now Bearcats on the attack. There's an offensive foul or ball under. Washington Jefferson, the 5 seed, back on the attack. McKendree, the top seed. McKendree last year was the 2 seed, won its first 2 games of the tournament, but lost 15-14 in overtime here in the title game to Gannon. And that loss to Gannon was sealed with 3 seconds left in overtime, basically, as Drago Marjanovic at the half-distance line stole the ball and took a lob shot that went over the head of Ori Scanlon, and that's a shot that Scanlon wants back. McKendree, 2018 MAWPC West Tournament champs. 5th place finishers in 2017, 2nd place last year. I believe that might be Jimmy Cronin now. If not, Scanlon with the save, 17-7. Josh Carlson continuing the power surge for McKendree. That's Carlson with his 2nd score. Look at Carlson. Not really anyone out in front. And that took a wicked hop to the left side. 18-7 now. 5:03 to go in the 3rd. Washington Jefferson has 2 full timeouts left. 1 30-second timeout. Colleen Wesley has not used any Bearcat timeouts up to this point. Kendry shooting at a 75% clip. 18 of 24. W&J, though, has 8 exclusions compared to 4 for the Bearcats. Residents now will take it. That would have failed the shot clock. It went out of play, so back to a goal throw for the Bearcats. W&J has a few players on the bench. Now, McKendree will be on its first power play of the quarter. Taken by W&J. Ethan Moy was the guilty party for W&J. That was his first exclusion foul. You get 3 of them in the game and you cannot return. Shot clock now at 15, taken at the half distance line. But it will remain with the Presidents. Washington Jefferson's next game scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Eastern today against 4-seed Mercyhurst. McKendree scheduled to come back to the pool here at Hallman at 6 p.m. Eastern against Mercyhurst. That could potentially be a de facto semifinal if Mercyhurst were to defeat the Presidents. McKendree now on another power play opportunity. Now we'll take it from the left flat. Try pass and a reg beater motion. And sailed it back to Lebanon, Illinois. Goal throw here for the Presidents. David Boyer has just picked up his third exclusion. He will not be allowed to return to the game. Picked up there by McKendree. McKendree 10 in the first, 6 in the second, 2 in the third. W&J 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. W&J has 10 exclusions in this game. Puts it to the back of the net, and that's a 19th score for the Bearcats. Take a look here. Got it from the hole. Dug deep. Made its deposit. Tristan Clue, have a game. His 4th. That's a season high for him. Junior from Chino Hills, California. Same area as teammate Matthew Haygood. Haygood has 3. Andrew Serrano has 4. Tristan Clue has 4. Nico Rodriguez has a pair. Abraham Howland has a pair. And plenty of others have reached the board for the Bearcats. Now we'll set and deliver. And McKendree now showing it's still not done yet. With 2:28 to go in the third, Andrew Serrano. Woo. That's a tough one to face. For Andrew Serrano, that's his 5th of the contest. He had 3 in the first. There are 3 Bearcats with 3 or more goals. Matthew Haygood and Nico Rodriguez were co-players of the week a couple weekends ago. And boy, this McKendree squad will be really tough to face as this tournament progresses. 25th straight game with double figures. 20-goal performance here. Nikola Melezanov will use another timeout. He really needs to get his troops going. 1:46 to go in the third. It's 20-7 in favor of top-seeded McKendree. It's your #1 video source for everything water polo, the CWPA YouTube channel. Check out Tip of the Week series, Inside Water Moments, Highlights, Game of the Week, and much more. Visit youtube.com and search CWPA Water Polo. By the way, that was a 30-second timeout, so Melezanov has used the lone 30-second timeout for the game. And in the process, Colin Wishley's squad will get another 6-on-5. Robert Koch excluded for W&J. McKendree will take its lone 30-second timeout to rest and regroup. And at this point, Tim McKendree, you might want to just let the clock run down to 0. It is pushed aside out of play. We had 2 meter for McKendree from the 1. 10 in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the third for the Bearcats. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third for W&J. Set inside, and that is off the top of the crossbar. 11 exclusion fouls for the president. That's not necessarily going to win you games. Although, in the 2019 MAWPC West title game, McKendree had 16 exclusions, while Gannon had 11. Gannon won 15-14 in overtime. Another save there for McKendree. Will pitch, shot denied. Time not of the essence here in the third. Lobbed home for the finish by the Bearcats. Clava Osorio for the second time to make it 21-7. Take a look at how Osorio set up with the left hand and the flush. 36 seconds now left in the third. 75% of the shots have been cashed in for McKendree. McKendree trying to win its 5th in a row overall. W&J in jeopardy for a 5-game losing streak. And after this game, Game 2 set to start at around 11:15 a.m. Eastern between 2-seed Gannon and 6-seed Salem. Salem has been short-handed basically the entire season. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. A 5-1 third quarter run for McKendree gives the Bearcats now a 14-goal edge. 2 more goals for Clue, one by Andrew Serrano to give him a game-high 5, one more for Cava Osorio to have 2 goals, and another one for Carlson to also have 2 goals to paste away from McKendree. W&J got its lone third quarter tally from Chris Edwards, who has a pair in this one. Got 8 more minutes left here in game number 1. And McKendree is in really good shape right now.
Hi, I'm Brad Schumacher, co-founder of Cap 7 International. Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world. It's used by the top athletes. When you have a Cap 7 ball in the pool, you can just feel the quality, you can feel the grip. It makes you just want to pick that ball up, squeeze it, and start faking like crazy. Cap 7, the best ball in the world.
You're watching the CWPA broadcast brought to you by Cap 7.
Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo with Cap 7. There's one more quarter to go in this game. 4th quarter coming up now.
Be sure to follow us on social media for all the latest updates on what is happening around the league. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CWPA Water Polo. And be sure to check out our YouTube page for tons of water polo content. Follow us on Twitter at CWPA Water Polo. McKendree 8 minutes away from making it the 3rd straight season with an opening game win at the MAWPC West tournament here at the Hallman Aquatics Center in Erie. And right now, top seeded McKendree leads at 21-7 over 5th seeded Washington and Jefferson here in Bracket A play. There are 2 brackets. Top 2 teams from this championship tournament would move on to the March 6th to 7th MAWPC Championship Tournament against the 6 MAWPC East teams. That would be at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. That tournament is scheduled to be single elimination due to health and safety protocol, meaning you could play 1 game and that's it. It's survive in advance, so you really need to have a strong game in order to continue moving up. So now McKendree doesn't really need to score anymore, but you never want to stop. Whereas McKendree's next game is not for close to 8 hours, and McKendree's still not done yet. Heading left to right and dark, that's the 22nd. Nico Rodriguez, the assist from Carlson, look at this. A squibble pass, backhanded, flush. Rodriguez for the 3rd time. That's at least 4 Bearcats with at least 3 goals. 22-7. Thought about it off the cage. Jimmy Cronin has it Laurie Scanlon, I believe, is not in the game. He's 1C. Now McKendree, with less than 7 minutes left, getting guarded at 6 meters. At the point, does the smart thing and just lets go of it. 15-goal edge. Of course, you still want to be cautious, but don't let the game take longer than it needs to. McKendree led 16-6 at halftime, 10-3 in the first 8 minutes. McKendree has taken 3 fly-meter penalty shots. Jimmy Cronin has the easy pickings. We're going to have a kick out at half distance. McKendree. Another power play. This is the 12th exclusion. On W&J. That's Ryan Bannon, the guilty party. Battle near the 2-meter area at the 1. It's going to be even strength. Under 10 on the shot clock. We'll take it. Goes off the post. Washington Jefferson recovers. Now in transition, the President's dribbling right to left, looking for numbers. And it's turned over. Actually, it will remain. Now it's turned over. Over anticipated that. Cronin now on the outlet. Where the Bearcats heading left to right. Right now, Nikola Molezanov just pacing on the sidelines. This season, players can either sit or stand. In the past, I believe you could only sit, but due to health and safety protocols, you have the option. And Nikola Molezanov calls timeout to rest and regroup with 5:02 to go. In regulation. Stay up to date on league news, schedules, and new initiatives as we continue to grow the sport of water polo on collegiatewaterpolo.org. If you check out our website, the Winter 2021 Media Guide is now available, so check it out. Look at some neat content by reading it. 22-7 now. Good setup in the hole. It'll be a 5-meter penalty throw for the Presidents. That's the first penalty foul for McKendree. And that is a finish. And it's Andrew Edwards getting it for the third time. This time on the penalty throw. And look at that. Just straight into the cage. 4:50 to go in this one. McKendree has allowed double figures in 3 straight games. Has never won 4 in a row when scoring double figures and conceding double figures. .30 combined goals in this one. Blocked in the field for W&J. Presidents looking to regroup. This is looking eerily similar to the February 13th regular season matchup in Morgantown, West Virginia. McKendree won 24-6. And in fourth quarters in the regular season, W&J had scored 10 times, given up 14. McKendree, though, previously scored 15 but allowed 12. So this is where McKendree, maybe the game's out of hand, doesn't really need a score. Gets past the keeper's palm and through for another Bearcat score. 23-8 now. Sam Guffey for the first time joining the party. And that's with 3:53 to go in regulation. Well done for the sophomore from Firecrest, Washington. It'll be an ordinary foul. Taking it past 6 meters. And there's 15 on the shot clock, digging ahead. Cronin out in front. Washington Jefferson will get a fresh 30 and will be in the 6 and 5. It's the 5th exclusion, I believe, on McKendree. 6 now. 0 and 5 on the power play so far. Make it 0 and 6. And turned over to the Bearcats. 25 shots on goal for W&J, .320 shooting percentage. 30 free shots on goal for McKendree. They made close to 70%. 3 and 9 on the power play. 0 and 5 on the man advantage for W&J. Good finish there. Didn't take a lot, but you don't need a lot. And take a look here. Getting double teamed and got a little help from the post to make it 24-8. How about CJ Brushwood with his first tally, the freshman from Gresham, Oregon, with assist from Brandon Cavanaugh. Gresham, Oregon, a couple years ago at Mount Hood Community College, CWPA had the Women's National Collegiate Club Championship. McKendree, meanwhile, commits its 7th exclusion. They'll be pounced out of play. 2 meter from the 5 position. Still have some time left on the power play, but limited time left in the game. 24-8. It's a free. The 2 scoring run now in the quarter in favor of McKendree. 24-9. Take a look here on this replay. Able to go diagonal. Andrew Edwards, give him credit, having a solid game. That's his 4th goal. But I'd say it's too little too late. 2:22 to go. That's the 2nd of the 4th quarter. Leads all presidents with 4 of the 9. But with under 2:20 left, Kendry's got to get ready to improve to 1-0 in bracket A. W&J, for the 6th straight season, will drop a conference tournament opener. Has never won an opening game at the MAWPC West. Tournament started in 2016. But in about an hour's time, number 2 Gannon would take on number 6 Salem. Gannon 5-1, 4-1 the conference. Salem 0-3 in contested games. Presidents are on the 6 and 5, trying to work on the kinks, but Cronin able to gobble up. About a minute and a half left in this one. Ethan Kochel had been excluded for McKendree. 1 of 7 on the power play is W&J, and looks like McKendree gets CJ Brushwood on the goal. It's Brushwood's 2nd. It's 25-9. 2nd of the quarter. And I believe that is tied for the most goals scored as a varsity program for McKendree. 25, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to look for the tiebreaker. And that is the 26th marker for McKendree. Take a look at Ethan Hansen. Woo! Hansen with his first of the game, number 16 in dark. At least 11 McKendree players have scored in this one. Just like the 24-6 regular season meeting a couple weekends ago against W&J. More than 10 players fighting the score sheet. 722 shooting percentage. McKendree on 36 shots. 2 on the shot clock. That's a shot clock violation. So time almost out. Mitchell Rubio's shot wide of the cage. 15 seconds left. And they're just going to wind it out. So McKendree will win its 5th game in a row. And that will do it here from Hallman Aquatics Center. Great start for the McKendree Bearcats. I believe getting a program record 26 in this one. Top seed in McKendree wins this one 26-9 over the Washington Jefferson Presidents. 10 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 in the third, 5 in the fourth for McKendree. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 4 Washington and Jefferson. Leading the way for McKendree, Andrew Serrano with 5 tallies. Tristan Clue had 4. Matthew Haygood, Nico Rodriguez had 3 apiece. Abraham Allen, CJ Brushwood, Pablo Osorio, Josh Carlson had a pair apiece. Ethan Kotchel, Sam Guffey, Ethan Hansen had solo tallies. W&J led by 4 goals from Andrew Edwards, 2 apiece from Chris Edwards, and solo tallies from Will Kitch, Robert Nino, and Ryan Bannon. So again, the final score, McKendree in the dark 26, Washington Jefferson in white 9. So McKendree 1-0 in bracket A. W&J 0-1 in bracket A. Will take on Mercyhurst a little later. Coming up on CWPA Network in about an hour's time, Game 2, which will feature 2 seed Gannon and 6 seed Salem. Stay tuned. We look forward to seeing you then. Until then, rest up and think about more water polo.